Especially for those people in the diaspora. This is one of the ways you can actually improve the GDP of your home country. Now, one of the most reliable investments you can ever embark on is real estate. It comes in different forms: acquiring buildings, landed properties, and all the likes. If you have a plot of land, no matter how small, or you intend to acquire one, this video is a must-watch for you. I can assure you that. So if you belong to the categories of those who have plots of land already, I'm going to be showing you how you may have been losing thousands, if not millions of dollars, because you have not been doing one of these two vital things that I'm going to show you. Whether you are in the diaspora or in your home country, I want you to grab a box of popcorn and a drink, because we are going on an adventure that will interest you. So a lot of persons have acquired large amounts of land, even if it is just one, with the intention of using it for buildings or other things later, or even keeping them to resell them. Fantastic investment option. But I want to draw your attention to an area where you probably have been losing money. And that is the period of time between acquisition, you have finished all your documentation, and when you want to use it. That time frame, it may be 6 months, it may be a year, it may be 10 or even 30 years. That time frame is what we are going to be discussing today. There are two ways, basically, you can make money from the landed property you intend to use in the future. Two ways. Let's just first of all mention the easy way out. The way it is now, you can actually lease it out and people will pay you rent for it. That's one way to make money. But I can assure you that that is even the easiest way. It's even too cheap. The other way you can make money from a piece of land that you intend to use later is through agriculture. Agriculture happens to be one of the fastest ways to make money. Now, even if you are going to do things that don't require so much tilling and all that, still a form of agriculture in terms of aquaponics, hydroponics, and the likes, land is still the number one prerequisite. Because even if you are going to build something that is for aquaponics or hydroponics, you are still going to build it on the land. So you can see that having a plot of land is very critical in agriculture. That is the meeting point between real estate and agriculture. Now, let me also mention here that this agriculture, you can do it in two ways. Making money from agriculture, real estate, you can do it in two ways. What are the two ways, you may ask? Number one, you can decide to do it yourself. You can decide to farm yourself. You can decide to get laborers, get workers, and put your land into use and generate money from that particular land. Secondly, you can decide to say, I don't have the time. There are consulting companies, agro consulting companies, where you can actually get people to help you do this thing from beginning to the end. There are many agro companies out there that are fantastic. I have some good friends out there, Mr. Isaac Gideofo, one of my mentors. And there are other ones, Kester Amos. I also have my very good friend from Port Harcourt, Chida Agricultural Hub. These people, they have their YouTube channels, which I also encourage you to look into, because you can always learn things. So this is one of the property I've been asked to come and look at. It's just about 1 hectare of land with perimeter fencing. They've not been using it for some years now. So I have been asked to come and look at it so that I would design a program for them, how they are going to be using it to make money for themselves. This is a plantain plantation that belongs to one of my clients. We set up this plantation for our client. This is about 1.5 acres, about 6 plots. Now, this person wants to probably preserve this for a future use. But why preserving it, why leaving it for it to appreciate? He decided to start a plantain plantation in it. Now, I want you to know that this plantation, as you can see, is not even up to 2 years. But we have harvested severally from it. It was set up around, say, May last year, and we are in November. So it's barely about 1.5 years, that's about 18 months. But we have harvested several times from it. In fact, even the plantains, they started fruiting around about 9 months, between 9 months to about 10 months, it has started fruiting. We set up this particular plantation. You can see some of my staff now, we are harvesting, and of course, we are going to show you our harvest later. and we're taking it to the market. Yeah, you might be very surprised. Why harvest and all that? We carry out all these services for our clients. You don't even have to do anything. You have your plot of land, you want to use it, just come to us. We'll just, design what you want. We will advise you. We also design the project for you, and you'll be able to, at the end of it all. So our client, they don't even have to bother to come. Integrity is our business. They trust us. So we'll take them to the market. We also have our distribution outlet, those that are in charge of marketing and all that. I'm not the only one doing these consulting services. There are other fantastic guys. I mentioned some previously. So anyone around in your area, but don't just leave that land to fallow. This farmland behind me, as you can see, it has cassava, plantain, and some other crops in it. It belongs to a friend of mine. It's just a plot of land. He wants to build in it. Now, before even building, he decided to start making use of it. So he acquired it sometimes around last year. Since then, he started farming. He used it for yam farm. After harvesting the yam, he went ahead to plant cassava. At the periphery, as you can see, he decided to plant plantain. And interestingly, some of the plantain that he planted just last year, they started producing. Instead of leaving this land to just fallow without doing anything, he decided to start putting it to use. That way, he's able to feed his family from it. At least it will help him cut costs and all that. So he's not leaving it to just fallow or waiting for it. Why waiting for it to appreciate? Of course, the amount he bought the land is not the amount he's going for now. It has appreciated. But apart from just appreciating, he's doing something else with it, putting it to use, using it to feed his family. This is what we are talking about. The link, the relationship, the meeting point between real estate and agriculture. This is a way of even saving money for his family. I'm just giving this because this is more like the barest minimum. People acquire lots and lots of plots of land. So if somebody who is having just one can do this and get as much as this, you can imagine if you extrapolate it and you understand what we are talking about. It's been a very, very busy day for us. This farm where we are now is not mine, it's for my client. So we are dedicating today to harvest this whole stuff. You can see we have a lot of plantain here, at least from this very farm, that the person has put to use by just allowing it to be cultivated while waiting for it to appreciate. Now, I want you to look at the value chain. This is actually food, and we are going to feed a lot of people with this. As we leave here now, we are going straight to the market. People are ready to take them. Now, that's just by the wayside. Imagine the job creation. They have contracted it to us. I have staff. Imagine those staff, they also have family members and all that. So you see, the chain is just going on, especially for those people in the diaspora. This is one of the ways you can actually improve the GDP of your home country. Now, some of you have plots of land. You've abandoned it for about 5-10 years and all that. Now, let me say something here. Sometimes you have to repatriate fund home. And to an extent, it might be stressful for you, even if you are just getting the money freely, which is very unlikely. But this is a way out. You have those plots of land. Somebody will ask you, okay, uncle, send me 100,000 naira for something and all that. Let me tell you what to do. Just contract your farm or your land that you have bought for a very long period of time. Contract it to people or lease it out. Contract it to people, let them use it, get returns. You can have an account in your home country. Be putting the money there. You might not think you will need them, but people from home might need some money, or there are projects from home that you can just easily do. And you can put your hand into such and bring out money. Minus that, let me also tell you that you're doing this is helping you to secure the land. It's helping you to secure the land. It's helping you to make it functional. And again, sometimes some people just have land. They will just be paying people to be weeding it, and they are not doing anything with it. That's loss. So use the land, produce food, create job for people, and of course, in the long run, you see that it is a win-win situation. If you have large expanse of land that you are not using, why not consider farming? Consider agriculture. As of now, Nigeria is still number one in producing yams all over the world. Over 70% of the world yam is produced in Nigeria and by Nigerians. I want you to watch this next video that shows how best to plant yams in heap. So see you in the next video.